Hi, I'm Diane. Dayton. We're at the 23rd Annual Boz Cobb's Berks Jazz Fest in Reading, Pennsylvania. We're on the stage before sound check, catching up with Grammy Award-winning vocalist.
Ooh.
Yeah, Kurt Elling. Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely. Nice to see you.
Wow, you come from a musical family, yes?
Yeah. My father was a church musician, and I grew up with music all around all the time. It wasn't jazz music, but it was music, and it was good music. Gave me a good training ground and gave me a platform.
So what was it about jazz? What brought you to jazz, Kurt?
The element of risk, the element of, the society of it, the social life of it, the music itself, the history of it, the great improvisers, and the incredible sound that it has, and the way it makes you feel.
Boy, that does capsulize jazz, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It really does have a good feeling and an uplifting feeling, too, doesn't it?
Well, it's, like all great forms of music, it allows the artist to share the deepest feelings that he or she has, and to broadcast those to an audience, and to share them with an audience in a way that they share, that they have a feeling together, and then everybody walks out feeling better.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's a good thing. Now, you won an award, a Grammy, 2009, I believe.
I guess so.
Yeah, and Best Male Jazz Vocal. What did that feel like when you won that?
Oh man, it always feels good to get something shiny. It feels nice to know that people are listening to your records, and that you've made a connection, and that they feel good about you. We had been nominated several times before, so it was a little bit of a relief just to get it out of the way, kind of a thing. Feels good.
It does. Yes, I'm sure it definitely does. Now, when you're on stage and you're performing, what is it like for you? What do you feel? What do you think when you're up there?
First I'm paying attention to my voice and making sure that I'm singing the right way, making sure that I'm in tune. I'm listening to the band, and I'm making sure that we're on the same page together, and I'm trying to connect with an audience as much as I can. Watching them, listening to them, feeding off of their energy if they have any. And sometimes I'm changing my mind about what's happening next in the set, or most of the time I'm just in the moment. I'm not really thinking anything specific.
Okay. Now, you have a 4-octave range. How?
So they say.
So they say. What training do you have, and how did you develop your voice?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of built to sing. I got a pretty tough instrument, and it puts up with a lot, and also I sing, the way that I was taught in classical music, with some tweaks and some extra things that I've included in the mix after a bunch of years on the bandstand. I just try to sing as well as I can. Usually that means you're going to get the best sound, and you're going to have the most dexterity, and you're going to, I hope, be in service of the best possible ideas.
Yeah. Vocalist is something that you incorporate. Talk to me more about that.
Vocalist is an art form that is peculiar to jazz. It's a form of lyric writing that is based upon the recordings that are improvised solos. So if Dexter Gordon played the beautiful line, or Charlie Parker, or anybody really that plays a line that you feel has a lyrical content, then you can transcribe it and then write a lyric, and then you can sing that. It's a tradition that could have only happened, obviously, with the advent of recorded sound. Its greatest writer is still among us, John Hendricks, who's 92 these days, and he's a genius, and so I try to follow him and people like Eddie Jefferson and Annie Ross, and include my sort of little thoughts in it.
Okay. Talk to me about the project with Lee Ritenour.
Lee gave me a call, and he's a friend. We've known each other for a number of years on and off through the Recording Academy, and we bump into each other at a festival here and there. And he gave me a shout and said, "Hey man, do you want to be on the record?" And I was, "Sure, anytime." And he laid all the tracks down before I ever got to it, because we don't live in the same town. So he flew over to New York and brought the tracks, and it took about 45 minutes, and we got some nice things, and then it worked out.
That's great. Now, you tour and perform a lot. What is it, 150 to 200 days a year?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Well, that keeps you hustling. Do you even know what time zone you're in sometimes?
Well, I'm here today, It's sound check, so it must be in the afternoon.
Yeah. So what keeps you going when you're on the road so much and you're performing? How do you take care of yourself? I mean, I know this has to be a little rough.
Well,
sometimes.
sure, it's rough. But I mean, you know, this is what I asked for, and I like to sing, and I like to get into it with an audience and with the cats, and that means that that's kind of the first priority. If I need to sleep, then I sleep as much as I can. If I need to drink more water, then I do that. Mm-hmm. You know, try not to do too many stupid things that a jazz singer wants to do, and be grateful.
Yeah.
You know.
What's important to you? Really important to you?
What's important? Sounding really good. My family's important to me. My daughter, my wife, taking care of them as much as I can. Mm-hmm. You know, trying to be a good person, I guess. You know, try to connect. Try to be kind. Try not to let things like anger and disappointment or anything like that get the better of me. Mm-hmm. Be a good husband. All that kind of stuff. Normal stuff.
Is there anything that we don't know about you that you would like us to know about?
Man, I don't know. I've been doing this for almost 20 years, so I feel like a whole lot of things have been noticed and said and written and talked about, and you know, so you know, I'm not sure I'm that awfully interesting.
But you certainly are on stage. Yes,
well, you know, I'm good
right?
for about 90 minutes a night.
90 minutes a night. How many CDs do you have?
10, I suppose. 10 or 11, maybe, something like that, of my own, and then I've guested on a bunch of people's records. So.
Okay. Any project coming up you want to tease?
Well, we're always moving. We'll be working on another record pretty soon, and there's a couple of things coming out over in Europe, and I don't know, just come out to the gig tonight and we'll have a good time there.
Okay. Thank you for taking time with us today, and we look forward to hearing you when you take to the stage with your band.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're coming to you from the 23rd Annual Boz Cobb's Berks Jazz Fest in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Honest, you do. Baby, you thrill me. But you believe when I say that you thrill me, baby. Yeah, I know you girl, you send me. Honest you do, baby, you do. Honest you do. At first I thought it was infatuation, but it lasted so long. Now I find myself wanting to marry you and get you home. I know you sent me. Honest you do. Honest you do. All right. me. At first I thought it was infatuation. That it lasted so long. Oh, I find myself wanting to get my hands on you and make you mine and get you home.